I still remember the moment my entire world tilted, like someone had yanked the floor out from under me. I was sitting on my couch scrolling through my phone when I saw a post on a wedding forum with a title that felt like a slap. Making him take a polygraph test before the wedding. If he loves me, he has nothing to hide. And there, right underneath those words for thousands of strangers to comment on, was a picture of my fiancé, smiling the same smile she used when she hugged me goodbye that morning. Tell me, honestly, if you saw your partner posting something like that, would you feel betrayed? Would you go through with the wedding? Because I didn't even know what to think. I kept reading the post again and again, waiting for it to make sense, waiting for some indicator that it was a joke or a prank or something harmless. But no, it was real. She wanted me to take a lie detector test, and she blasted it online before she even talked to me. So tell me, was I wrong for how I reacted next? The crazy part is, if you had asked me a week before all this whether I thought my fiancée, Emma, distrusted me, I would have laughed. We had been together for 4 years, engaged for 8 months, planning a small but beautiful wedding that was supposed to happen in 3 weeks. Emma was always the anxious type, yes, especially about big life changes. She liked things neat, predictable, and confirmed, but I never thought it would come to this. I met her at work. We were both in the same accounting firm, though she liked to joke that she noticed me first because I refused to talk during lunch breaks, like some mysterious stranger. Eventually, she warmed me up, and our dynamic became something comforting, something steady. We were that couple people described as secure. We didn't fight much. We communicated, or at least I thought we did. Leading up to the wedding, though, I could feel her tension building. At first, it was small things, asking me 3 times a day if I was sure I loved her, texting me when I was out with friends, asking for extra reassurance that she was good enough. I always reassured her. I thought it was normal pre-wedding anxiety. I had no idea she had been venting online, apparently feeding into the paranoia of strangers who convinced her that all men cheat, and if he loves you, he won't mind being tested. It still makes my stomach twist thinking about it, because nothing in my actions ever suggested I was hiding something. I never gave her a reason to doubt me. But I guess sometimes people create ghosts in their minds, and once they do, they go hunting for them even when they don't exist. Anyway, the night before I saw that post, everything felt normal. We were picking table decor and laughing about how her aunt was trying to force us into using baby pink napkins. She kissed me goodnight and told me she loved me. And then the next morning, the internet showed me something completely different. I sat on my couch frozen for maybe 10 minutes. I read the comments too. Hundreds of strangers calling me suspicious. A red flag, probably cheating, emotionally manipulative, even though they didn't know me. They just fed her worst fears and she let them. And what hurt the most was that Emma had replied to some of those comments, defending the idea of testing me, saying things like, "I don't want to go into a marriage without being 100% sure." Or worse, "He'll say yes if he really wants to marry me." I didn't even know I was being tested. I called her immediately, hands shaking. She didn't answer. I called again. Nothing. Finally, I texted, "We need to talk. Now." But she didn't reply. My mind spun with every possible explanation. Maybe someone hacked her account. Maybe she was pressured. Maybe she panicked and posted before thinking. But deep down, I knew she meant it. I could see it in her wording. Those were her thoughts. Her anxiety in text form. She finally showed up at my apartment 2 hours later, knocking softly like she wasn't sure she should be there. She looked terrified. "You saw it," she said before I could even open my mouth. I didn't yell. I wasn't even angry yet. I was confused. I asked her why she didn't talk to me first, why she felt she needed strangers to validate her fear instead of coming to the man she was supposed to trust, enough to spend her life with. That's when she started crying, saying she couldn't sleep for weeks, that she needed reassurance beyond words, that her parents had a horrible marriage because her father cheated, and she refused to end up like her mother. I held her for a moment, trying to absorb her panic, but the hurt kept growing inside me. She said it wasn't about me personally, but that made no sense. If it wasn't about me, then who was I supposed to be in this scenario? A placeholder until proven innocent? Then she asked the question, the one that felt like a punch to the throat. "Will you take it? The polygraph test. If you do, we can move past this." Like the solution was that simple. like trust could be validated by a machine. I told her I needed time. She cried harder and said time was running out before the wedding. She said if I didn't take it, she'd take that as my answer, my supposed hidden truth. And that's when something inside me snapped a little. The idea that my innocence depended on my compliance with humiliation felt wrong. It felt manipulative. But I didn't want to say the wrong thing while emotions were high, so I asked her to leave temporarily so I could think. She hesitated but eventually left. For the next 2 days, I didn't sleep. I kept replaying our entire relationship, trying to find the moment doubt entered her mind. I kept reading the forum post, watching strangers fight over whether she was right or insane. Some said she was smart for testing loyalty. Others said she needed therapy. But all I could think was, why wasn't I enough for her to trust on my word alone? And what would our marriage look like if this was how we started? With accusations? With hoops to jump through? With me constantly having to prove myself innocent? And this brings me to the part where I need you, the viewers, to answer honestly. So that was the situation I was in. A fiancé who trusted the internet more than me, who thought a machine could tell her whether I deserved to marry her. Before I tell you what happened next, I want you to pause for a moment and think. If your partner demanded a lie detector test before marriage, would you take it just to keep the peace? Or would you walk away because trust shouldn't need confirmation? Seriously, comment below. What would you have done in my shoes? Because here's what I finally did. I asked Emma to meet me in person again. She came over, eyes puffy from crying, looking like she hadn't slept either. Before she could say anything, I told her I loved her. I told her I never cheated, never lied, and never gave her a reason to doubt me. I told her I understood her fears, but that I wasn't going to live my life, proving myself over and over, because of ghosts from her past. Then I told her the hardest thing I've ever said. If you need a polygraph to marry me, then you don't trust me. And if you don't trust me, we're not ready for marriage. She broke down. Completely. She said she regretted posting it. That she let her anxiety spiral. That she wanted reassurance but didn't know how to ask for it. She begged me to reconsider, saying she would delete the post. Apologize, go to therapy, anything. I wanted so badly to believe that deleting the post would erase the hurt. That therapy would fix the trust issue instantly. That we could just move forward. But trust, once cracked, doesn't bounce back like rubber. It shatters like glass. And the fact that she brought the entire internet into our private life made the wound even deeper. Still, I gave her one last chance. I said, tell me honestly, if I said no to the test, would you marry me anyway? She hesitated. She looked at the floor. Then she whispered, I don't know. That was it. That was the moment I realized the truth. She didn't trust me. She trusted the machine more than the man. So I called off the wedding. She screamed, cried, begged, followed me around my apartment saying I couldn't do this 3 weeks before the ceremony. She said people would judge her. She said her family would be humiliated. She said we could fix it. But none of those arguments had to do with us, just with appearances. And the marriage she wanted wasn't a marriage built on faith in each other. It was a marriage built on conditional acceptance. Prove yourself or lose me. I walked her to the door, hugged her goodbye, and told her I hoped she healed from the wounds life gave her. But I couldn't be the one to constantly pay for them. The aftermath was rough. Her family called me, angry and demanding I give her another chance. Her mother said Emma was just scared and that love requires patience. But I had been patient. I had given reassurance. What I hadn't agreed to was being interrogated before saying I do. Her post went viral on that wedding forum, and suddenly strangers were siding with me, saying I did the right thing. I didn't care about internet validation, though. I cared about the quiet in my apartment that used to feel peaceful but now felt like the aftermath of a tornado. I cared about the ring sitting on my table, no longer representing a future, but a warning sign I failed to see earlier. Emma eventually sent me a long message apologizing again. She said she started therapy, that she wanted to understand why she ruined everything. I wished her well. I didn't block her, but I kept my distance. Part of me still mourned what we could have had, but another part of me knew that love without trust is a ticking time bomb. And if this was already happening before the wedding, I couldn't imagine what accusations might come years into the marriage. And that's how it ended. Not with cheating, not with betrayal, but with fear that turned into control, masked as reassurance. Sometimes, the biggest red flag isn't what someone accuses you of, but the fact that they believe you capable of it in the first place. So that's my story. If you are on my side, like this video, it helps more than you know. And subscribe for more stories like this, because trust me, I have plenty more chaos to share. And tell me in the comments what you think. Was I too harsh? Or was walking away the only right choice? I'll see you all in the next story.